program the Special Covert Operations Brain Initiative, or Scooby.
Scooby? And wait, what did Scooby do?
I've never physically rolled my eyes at a piece of media before, but this is the first time. Also, catch me at MomoCon in Atlanta in like a month. That'll be really cool. Now, I've seemed to have garnered a reputation as the lukewarm take guy. The guy that'll defend anything if it's queer or black, and I don't think that's very fair to me. I got this comment a few days ago implying I'd be making a Velma defense video, and when I made a tweet about the show saying regular people would just watch it and not everyone's gonna hate watch it, I got a similar reply. Can someone out there tell me why people think I just like everything because I'm not angrily shouting on camera about every mid-tier cartoon that people violently hate? Like, a lot of y'all will think that openly not hating on something bad means that you endorse it, when that's not the case. I've only ever said don't be a dickhead and harass people, but I get it. But what y'all need to understand is I won't just defend something because it's black or queer. Not all skin folk are kinfolk. Anybody can get these metaphorical hands to crank hydra, no man. Me and my friends watched the first 4 episodes of Velma, and it was pretty much what I expected. I originally said the show could be pretty good or very much the opposite, and I wasn't wrong. It's not that good. There's a lot wrong with it. Originally, when I saw this show being teased, I had a pretty mad reaction to it. I talked about it in my race swapping video, and the only thing I had to say was it'd probably just suck or it just wouldn't. But regardless, it was how the show presented itself that didn't give it a good look and had pretty much no one on its side. You already had anti-progressives not on your side because of the gay and race swapping stuff. Gay niggas hated it because we got explicit confirmation that Velma was into girls in that one animated Scooby-Doo movie, and this show just confirmed she has a secret crush on Fred. The black crowd wasn't fucking with it because you give us a cool character, make him black, and then take literally everything away from him that people like and just make an entirely new, less cool character. So it's like, literally, who is this for? If you're not a stranger here, you know I have zero problems with race swapping. I don't really care if the race isn't intrinsically tied to the character, but I do hate it when once in a blue moon we get shows like this that do the race swap or queer thing that inadvertently taint the idea of projects that involve this type of stuff, because the show just ain't that good. So yeah, Velma. This show debuted on HBO Max, our favorite streaming service, with absolutely nothing wrong with it. It has a 1.4 out of 10 on IMDb, making it the lowest rated animated project on that site ever. Goddamn. But surely it can't be that bad. No, it's bad. And not even outraged grifter go woke go broke bad. It's just not a good show. Niggas fighting in the streets, people crashing their cars, setting it on fire. These grifter ass niggas eating good for the next 6 months, and the universe is in total shambles. This show sucks. And none of that black men are being emasculated or Velma's design looks bad, despite the only difference being that she's dark skinned. No, the show alone just sucks, and like offensively so. Trust me, y'all know when I think we're being too hard on shit. Y'all have a pretty open mind, but this show is just hot fucking monkey ass. And then they going nowhere. It already has a season 2 that was clearly already finished, despite Twitter telling you it was because people hate watched it because Twitter forgets the real world exists outside of it. It was HBO Max's highest debuted show and the most watched animated thing on there for a while. Like, they got so much better stuff on there, but Velma was running shit, so it ain't going nowhere. Now, this show ain't a monster like it ain't the Devilman of animated shows, which will make it peak, by the way. But it is a shitty product made to make people angry, probably because that is the only thing it can do successfully. Everyone in this show sucks. Like, these aren't the same Mystery Inc. characters that we've been seeing for decades, and I don't mean that in a racist or homophobic way. I mean, these literally are not the same characters. The thing about this show is it could have been received a whole lot better if these niggas weren't supposed to be the Mystery Inc. niggas. If they were a different cast of characters officially, or even a parody of the actual gang, people would probably respect this project a whole lot more. But you got these damn skinwalkers walking around pretending like they're these characters, and it's just making everything worse. This is just 10 episodes of L after L, flat joke after flat joke, annoying character after annoying character. And no, not like the purposefully annoying types of these characters. They just suck. Like, there's no redeeming quality, except for maybe Norville, but even he sucks. Like, nobody in this show is likable. Everyone is mean and everyone is overly meta. Velma's biggest setback is all this damn self-aware meta humor. Like, it's afraid to actually be a show and instead critique shows like it while also not actually critiquing anything and just making useless references all the time. I'm tired of meta humor. Is anyone else fucking tired of meta humor? What even is meta humor? Probably came out of some of y'all's mouths or like thoughts. It's hard to explain. Like, I was trying to explain this to my mom, but I couldn't explain meta without saying meta and defining literally nothing. Now, when I say meta, I'm not talking about the most efficient way to do something in the game. No, I ain't talking about no damn Overwatch niggas, alright? Nah, I mean like creative work referring to itself or to its genre. In other words, something that is self-referential. Like when Rick talks about there being 10 more seasons of Rick and Morty despite being a fictional character who shouldn't know what that is or that he's not real and is in a show. Currently, media across all mediums is basically oversaturated with this type of writing. Around the late 2010s, this type of self-aware referential writing got really popular and everyone blames Joss Whedon, so I'm gonna blame Joss Whedon. His work on Buffy and multiple superhero projects influenced the way people write nerdy shit. Sarah Z has a great video on this topic, but geek culture saw a rise in popularization of otherwise very nerdy shit that not nerdy people wouldn't be caught dead indulging in, but it was cool, so never mind. You had shows outright about nerdy shit that people enjoyed, and it was because there was a sense of self-awareness that came from these interests and how they carried themselves. Like, oh, we know this is nerdy and stupid, come on guys, we're laughing at ourselves with you too. It was a really easy way to get new people to get into more nerdy or self-indulgent properties, since said properties took themselves less seriously and were fully aware that what they were talking about was super freaking nerdy. Now what, this comic accurate costume? Psh, we know it's weird. Don't worry guys, we're cooler than that. And what made it work was not only the fact that they were self-aware, but it was also the fact that it played into the plot or characterization to make these people seem more real, because real people react differently to stuff than fictional people. Characters were aware of cliches, superheroes knew they looked goofy, so everyone had to be all snarky, and cartoon characters were in a TV show and they knew that they were in a TV show. You see, making fun of these tropes and being self-aware was hip and cool. This type of shit was popular, and before it was cool to see characters slightly aware of the situation and take things less seriously, because we were in an era where playing it straight just looked kinda stupid. Why are these characters acting like this? You know, if I was in their boots, I'd do X, Y, and Z. They're just dumb. So it made sense. We got our Tony Stark niggas, our Rick Sanchez niggas, people who were self-aware. For lack of better terms, unserious characters put in these stories to make you, the viewer, feel like, okay, this nigga know what it is. Like they were the straight man of the story, but not to work off other characters, more to work off of us, the audience. But now it's just, hey, remember that thing in real life that happened? Yeah, I remember that thing in real life that happened. Awesome. Huh, this situation sure is wacky and goofy. I'm gonna consistently reference the fact that I'm so unserious about this. Trust me guys, we're cool and we know we're in a fictional property that's real and probably goofy. Get it? It's funny because I'm a fictional character referencing a real life event / and or thing. Look at how smart we are for writing this. Where's our Golden Globe / Emmy? See, it's not as bad the first 30 times, but when we're on joke number 568, it's a little tired. And I use joke liberally here because like, what are you gonna do with all these references besides like just making them? Now I like self-awareness in my media. I like it when people comment on weird shit I comment on because I'm that type of nigga. But I also understand not everyone is that type of nigga. I don't play things straight because I'm a self-aware, sarcastic piece of work, but not everyone is like this, and as such, you shouldn't be writing every character like this. When everyone's self-aware, no one is. Now instead of Tony Stark being Mr. Self-Aware, every nigga in these movies has to be some form of self-aware. Everyone just has to be some form of self-aware piss take in order to hide the fact that the people working on the show are actually embarrassed by it and to quote their embarrassment by making fun of it. When everyone's self-aware, no one is. Writing every character like this in an attempt to make them feel more like people, it just makes them look more plastic than anything, because not everyone acts like this. Shit nowadays is even more brave, if anything, to play things completely straight. I know, right? Time is a flat circle. The way these people are scared to write these shows normal and constantly make fun of it, it's just embarrassing. It's like that self-deprecating nigga you knew that always poke fun of themselves in really inconvenient times to an uncomfortable extent. I knew a lot of people like that. I made a fun video that got age restricted because YouTube doesn't like me. Speaking of age restrictions and YouTube not liking me, this sponsor's a little more adult. It works because this video is on an adult cartoon and little kitty shouldn't have been watching this in the first place. I took everything off as not for kids, but I've been a kid before, so. Anyways. Love Honey, I'm sure you can guess this one. Everyone loves pleasure and satisfaction and pleasure. Love Honey is the world's biggest online sex toy store and has all the latest toys to satisfy everyone's different interests. With over 20 years of industry-leading success and a 100-day money-back guarantee, how could you go wrong, really? They got you covered. Arcwave is the leading premium pleasure brand developed by a world-class team of engineers who have made it their mission to redefine the male, experience. Trying my hardest to not get yellow dollar signed here. The Arcwave Pal, the Glorp machine, is so generously sent to me as a premium manual stroker with suction control and a textured clean tech silicone sleeve with dual entry. See, this is the new technology. Not everyone know about this one. Oh my god. Pal's intuitive silicone tightens pleasurably during usage, while the air pressure relief valves create awesome suction for your awesome suction needs in this given situation. That ain't the case for most things on the market like it. Like I said, it's that new technology for real. To copy your own Arcwave Pal, click the link in my description and use code Veritas20 for, you guessed it, 20% off of your order. I think that if this is what you're looking for, you know, this type of thing, you'll be very pleasantly surprised. I'm just trying to put the fellow adults on out there. I'm just a messenger. I just want you to know for real. Tap in. Love Honey. Buy it. Adding excessive meta-humor and meta-references in your media just comes off as trying to replace substance and trying to appear smart without actually doing the work to appear smart. Like, your shit wasn't even thought-provoking to begin with. Velma just comes off as some weird high school revenge fantasy fanfiction with a girl no one liked because she was a bitch and super snarky and quick-witted. Except she's also still a bitch and everyone hates her for good reason. This bitch never answers questions like a normal person. There's always some snarky setup for a meta cutaway gag, except there's no cutaway. She just talks like this. No one talks like this. This shit is so derivative and self-referential of other better things. Like, can I actually see the show, please? It's suffocating. I want to constantly be reminded of better shit. This is what I did in middle school with my shitty comic series that was filled with nothing but references and meta humor. Had the damn Lighthawk sword with a Kill Goku uniform, but these are grown-ass niggas. Like, there's a lot of odd self-hate in this, and like, I'm concerned. Why all the racy brown girl self-deprecation? Ugh. This just sets a bad precedent for shows that want to do reimaginings of established properties, because the stipulation now is going to be some self-referential meta bullshit. For every 2 good jokes, because I ain't gonna cap, there are some good ones, I feel the visual humor is their strong suit. There are like 20 bad ones. They was trying to be funny showing the nigga Scooby-Doo like, don't show me something I can't have it, nigga. In the first 2 minutes of the damn show, they tried to justify its existence instead of like showing us it's a good show that would justify its existence. I've had enough of cartoons just trying to tell a nigga how to deserve to be here. Maybe like, just show us. I don't need your failed meta-narrative commentary. Just show us if you're a good show or not. It's not that hard. Anyone remember when Thundercats Roar did that with Teen Titans Go, or are you like a normal person who forgot about that as soon as it came out? Oh, okay, no one does. That makes sense. The one plus this show got is the animation. Like, it generally does look nice, like the creepy visuals when Velma has whatever panic attack she does. It does look cool. No Twitter, I don't need to hear about how Puss in Boots handle panic attacks better than Velma. As a person who has them shits, I don't give a fuck. I think some of the Norville jokes are funny, and I know niggas are distraught because they want Shaggy to be the supreme Chad figure, but I really don't care. Look at him, you see, he's standing like a bot. Now, pretty much for me, that was all I had to say, but I have a friend, a certain bird-brained individual who has some words to say. Now, he has some interesting opinions, but he was pretty base with this one. Take it away, occasional disembodied voice in my videos.
Not my first time being on Rob's channel. I'm talking about these fuck-ass Scooby-Doo niggas. Like what? Let's keep it a buck. So let's see. When I first saw the promotional material for Velma, it looked really cool. Velma was given representation. Daphne was given representation. And Shaggy, oh my god, he's black. Shaggy's black? Why is his name Norville? Why doesn't he have dreads? Like this fucking awestruck Vox looking ass nigga. Oh, welcome back to Crystal Clear, face ass nigga. This nigga had to make a whole ass tweet saying he wasn't Norville because people was beat riding. That was funny as fuck. Anywho, a trailer drops and Twitter sets itself on fire. This show looks so ass. I'm not watching this shit. Hashtag not my Velma. Like, what a bunch of lame niggas. But no, like me personally, I'm not a Scooby-Doo nigga. I really am not. I've tried watching Mystery Incorporated, which to most is the best show. Couldn't get into it. Couldn't get into the Brickleberry Family Guy Scooby-Doo show. I don't even know what the fuck that was called. So I was like, fuck it. I made a tweet saying I was finna give this a chance, saying that I never really liked anything from Scooby-Doo. Fuck me. Rob ratioed me to fuck just for me not liking something. I didn't even say it was bad. Like my other takes on shit. Fuck me, nigga. Like, what did I do? Either way, watching this trailer, it was just yucky. If the 10 people that's watching this know me, I'm a pretty critical guy on media. I mean, look at my fucking letterbox. But I wanted to wait until I watched this shit to give my opinion. So the show came out, I gathered Joey and LBM to watch this shit. And God, like I really don't want to say it because it sucks. But this shit is horrible. Like, not like the worst shit according to niggas on IMDb. We'll get back to that. But it was pretty bad. And it sucks too because there's a lot of representation that's done pretty well and subtly that it's obviously not a cry from Warner Brothers to forgive us for taking all these shows off HBO Max. You know, that whole thing where they took off Infinity Mid and Mal Mid. Wow, but like, that's niggas' income. Like, why are you fucking with them? Anyways, yeah, it sucks too because we don't really get a lot of South Asian rep at all in mainstream Western shit. And it sucks because everyone deserves to have a character they can relate to. I'm sorry to those South Asian niggas, but Warner Bros fucked you in the ass on this one. Velma is unlikable, mean, and just a terrible person. She isn't anything remotely close to how Velma acted in previous media. It's like they're trying way too hard to be edgy. And I got an example of that too. Remember that one clip from that Titans show, which also happens to be a Warner Brothers property, and Robin was like, fuck Batman. Like, that's the vibes I get from this show. It's just, I'm like, it insists upon itself, Lois. It insists upon itself. Like, I can't watch this in good faith knowing how badly they fucked some of this shit up. It's not like Family Guy where every character is a psychopath and that's funny. It's like, no, these kids. Also, yes, kids, because for some reason they're showing bare ass of these 15-year-olds in the first 2 minutes of the show. But yes, these kids are just fucking mean and shallow and they aren't funny. I genuinely think if you don't think Norville is the best character out of all of them, you're fucking insane. Norville actually gets character development. He gets treated badly and we feel bad for him. But like, Warner Brothers is really trying to have him be like a Jacob from Abbott Elementary, but like, they're still way off. One thing I want to talk about is just how apparent it is that niggas don't want to watch this show because it's woke and black shaggy and all that lame nigga shit. It's just like, you niggas just love hopping on right dick, don't you? You don't want people to watch shit that they can relate to. You do the same shit to Miles Morales. You do the same shit with any other character that gets changed to be darker. But you know, pardon me, but if you just think about why you're not fucking with these shows, it just comes down to bigotry. Oh my god, the Alphabet Gang is grooming our children. Now, little Richard, tomorrow for your 6th birthday, we're going to the gun range and I'm gonna let you shoot my Barrett 50 caliber sniper rifle that has FMJ rounds, a bump stock, a variable zoom, and extended mags on that hoe, and you're gonna become a man. Oh my god, the characters are white. Why are you blackwashing them? Now, little Susie, tomorrow for your 5th birthday, we're gonna go to the Waffle House and see if we can get one of them jungle bunnies to get mad at us, because it's so funny when they get all riled up. Teehee. And it's just like, you bouncing on cock so much, you finna make these niggas busting your ass. I wonder though, if this was all white, straight storytelling, would you be making the same fuss you making? Well, in this case, maybe because the show itself is not that good. But like, I don't know, anything else? Would you? Probably not, because you're sheep and you like cock too much. Ha ha ha, na boo boo. You like cock, you're gay. Ha ha. Anyways, the show is just too much. I don't like it. I wish it the best. They've already announced a season 2 to the show, which is fucking outrageous. But you know, to David Zaslav, that fucking pig in a skin suit, any views are good views, even if the views are there to make fun of the show. Fucking terrible. Like a season 2 to this show instead of like finishing Infinity Train, or like a season 2 to this show instead of like bringing the cartoons you took off of HBO Max. It's like, if they were to poll niggas and say, hey, do you want Velma or all these shows to stay on HBO Max? Like 99% of people would want them niggas to keep them shows on HBO Max. Like, what the fuck did Uncle Grandpa do? Just because he solos the Dragon Ball universe with negative diff doesn't mean you gotta blip him from existence, because we all know CN ain't running shit on their channel other than Teen Titans Go and fucking, I don't know, Mike, Lou, and Og. Like, fuck me. Velma just not good. Again, Norville the best character. He got the funniest bits. I hope they expand on him for the sake of the show. And that's about it. Subscribe to me. I'm gonna upload someday, I guess. Mwah. Oh wait, I forgot to do the thing. Oh shit, I'm in a Veritas Joe video? Nigga, this is a dream come true.
Y'all should subscribe to Kiwi. You know, he's almost at 1K, you know. Just made this very good, like, 2-hour-long video on, like, gaming communities. I don't know how he did it, but he did it, and I made sure he did. I was on that ass. Yeah, give him the 1K. Like, that'd be awesome. You can see more of me, him, and the other niggas on Down Bad Boys. We just released the All-Star Brawl video. That game is fucking garbage, but I had fun editing that video. Follow my socials, donate, Discord, you know what it is. It'd be real nice to have 10K on Instagram. I'm just saying. But most importantly, don't forget to use my discount code, Veritas20 for 20% off site-wide on Love Honey. Link in the description for the ability to shake things up with the Arcwave POW and experience all that great stuff. Like I said, in less than a month, I'll be at MomoCon with the rest of the Down Bad Boys. It's gonna be pretty fun and pretty awesome. Like last time, it was super weird, but also really cool meeting all these people. Like it was cool, it was great. I got my cosplans already set. Spider-Punk, Kasani Teto, Thomas, and I'm gonna figure out the 4th option. I think me and Haryana are doing something like that. But thanks for watching. I gotta go finish writing an essay because I'm a student again. Very fun.
Meet me in the back and you'll find out why I'm fine. So yeah, us last Wednesday night. Let's go do something to sit now. The rose come out of my head. Beat like attention. Stop like beat like attention.